Good everybody, so today's a very special day. This is our first YouTube video and today we will be going over how to use our soul sauce. If you've been following me, you'll know that about 2 months ago we dropped a soul sauce. It's called Piss to Ice. It's been having great results so far, but I've been getting a lot of questions on how to use it, so I figured I'd drop that in a video for you guys. And as always, to support me, to support the channel, the brand, and to give me some more ideas on different content for you guys, please drop a like, subscribe, drop a comment if you'd like to see anything specific or have any questions. And without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, let's just take a look at the pair we're working on today. These are some Jordan 11 lows, the cool gray colorway. As you can see, they're pretty yellowed, pretty dirty. We're gonna be cleaning these up today and icing them. So the first step in icing any sole is obviously cleaning it off. You want to remove all the dirt. You can use any sneaker cleaner you'd like, or you can just use dish soap and water. It's pretty simple. Take a bristle brush, a soft bristle brush. You can use a nail brush from like Kroger or something, and just scrub away at the soles and the midsoles. And as you can see, we're covering it pretty well, focusing on the soles. And then we're gonna use a brass bristle brush to get all the extra dirt out of there. This is very important. Apply a lot of pressure when you're using this brush. You really want to get a lot of that built up dirt off these soles before we go on to the next step. Now, after you get them rinsed off, you're going to want to take a pick of some sort. I've seen people use metal picks like 760 Kicks. I think he uses like a metal toothpick. You can use a skewer like I'm using. Anything that you could get in there and get all the rocks out with. You're going to want to remove all the rocks from the sole just to get those out of our way. So step 2 is going to be using acetone, cotton balls, and Q-tips to get all of the remaining dirt out of all the little cracks and grooves in the sole of the shoe. So starting with the cotton ball, I like to first go over the midsole of the shoe. See, on Jordan 11s, a lot of people I've seen make the mistake of painting this midsole white. This midsole doesn't have any paint on it. It's naturally a white rubber material, so it ices very well. All you're going to want to do is lightly go over it with the cotton ball. Focus on the areas that have all the dirt on them, obviously. Going to be closer down to the sole, people walking, kicking up dirt and mud. Now when we get to the sole, it's basically the same thing. With the cotton ball, I usually just like to do a once over, focus on the areas that have the most built up dirt and that are the most yellow. So we're gonna go once over with this before we get to the Q-tips, and I'll be right back. As you guys just saw, those cotton balls got quite a lot of dirt off, but if you look closely in the grooves here, you're still gonna see some built up dirt, especially on the heel, especially on the toe. So that's why we're gonna go in here with a Q-tip and some acetone and get that out. So grab your Q-tips, grab your acetone, and get ready to apply some pressure with your thumb. You're gonna wanna twist, turn, and get in every groove, really push down, and really try to wipe off all that dirt. You can see it on the Q-tip already. Every groove you're gonna get some dirt out, I can almost guarantee it. And you're just really going to want to get in there, get all that out. And what this is doing is just getting all of that out of the way so that when we do put the sole sauce on, it gets good contact with the sole, and it's going to whiten them so much quicker than if you were to leave this on. And now for the fun part. To ice, you're going to need saran wrap, a brush to apply it, and a sole sauce. Obviously, we're using Piss to Ice. If you'd like to purchase some, we'll leave a link below. So when you're going to apply the sole sauce, put a pretty good amount on. Make sure you focus on the areas that are more yellow than others. And it's also going to depend on how long of a session you're doing. If you're doing 24 hours under a light, you're not going to need as much as if you're doing 48 hours under a light. Obviously, it's going to dry out after a certain period of time. So just get the hang of it. You'll start to realize how much you need. And then when it comes to spreading it out, you're going to want to make sure you catch any drips like that. But use I've seen most people use a paintbrush. I don't know why I use a toothbrush. I always have. And a lot of people like to tape off these gray grip pads that you see on the bottom too. I prefer to go around them, But if you don't feel comfortable yet, make sure you tape those off. You don't want to get any soy sauce on there. And I'll see you guys back when we're done spreading it out. Last step before they hit the ice box is going to be the saran wrap. So what this does is just keep all of the soy sauce inside, on contact with the shoe, keeps it from running, keeps it from evaporating under the light. It's going to allow for a longer session pretty much. This is an essential part, but it's a very simple part. Just make sure you lay a piece out pretty flat, set it down, and just apply a little bit of pressure around the whole thing, get it to stick, and you're good to go. So I just gave you guys a peek at my setup, but I want to leave you with one more tip. Make sure you get something to set the front of the shoe up on so that it can be parallel with the light. I just used a piece of cardboard and tape, pretty simple. And then you're going to set them under the light for 24 to 48 hours and repeat as necessary. That is how you use our soy sauce. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. DM me on Instagram. Hit me up on TikTok. I have all of those platforms. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day.